Hey guys, what is going on? Today we might actually be able to get this car getting some pretty good fitment in the rear. I got like, these came from like Indiana, so they shipped like overnight, but I got adjustable lower control arm with a new bushing. That's gonna be kind of nice. And then now the wheels, well, the wheel spacers should fit. So this is what we're looking at. I raised it up a little bit so it wouldn't rub right before I took the spacers off. But I have to roll my fender first of all. But I mean, it's not too bad. But step one is just to roll the fender, I guess, right now. My Camber plate top hats just came. Well, they're at the post office, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna grab those real quick. So I got my Camber plates, and I think these might be a little thinner, like up and down wise, height wise. So I might be able to get a little lower from it. I don't really remember how tall the other ones were, but yeah. So, as usual, a lot of time has passed. Well, not a lot, but quite a bit of time has passed since the last video. Sorry if there's gonna be wind, but basically there was a bolt. Okay, so I want to go do the lower control arms, and there's a bolt that you can get loose but you can't pull out because the diff's in the way. It took me like 2 days, but I finally got it. I got that one side with the adjustable lower control arm in. Now I have adjustable camber on both sides, but on this side it already has an adjustable lower control arm, and I don't know if you'll be able to see, yeah, right there. It's really pretty. But we're still gonna be putting the new one in just because I'd rather have it equal on both sides. But the one side is already completely in, almost in. The bolt doesn't go in all the way, so it's kind of just sitting there, but it can't come out because the diff's in the way. So when I get a new subframe, that's when I will put the bolt back in and stuff, but it's not a big deal. That one side is done, but I'm still going to show you guys how to do the other side because I was having major difficulties with it, and there was no video on YouTube at all that showed how to put in a lower control arm. So I really hope this video is going to help some people because I really wish there was a video that could help me. And then we finally got the hood. Paid about 400 bucks for it. It's a real M3 hood. We're gonna be painting it, but it kind of doesn't line up right. So also take a look at this side. This side's worse, and it like caves in right there. I don't know how well you can see it, but like, yeah. I think that it has to do with the fact that I don't have, because like, I feel like it has to do with the fact that I don't have the other latch in the front. So I don't know if I'm just gonna buy another OEM like whole latch system or if I'm just gonna do hood pins. I'm gonna try to see why the fitment isn't really working, because I've seen it on other non-M's with the M hood and it fit perfectly. But what I think is the problem on this side is the hinge got bent when the hood flew up. I actually ordered M3 hood hinges and they actually came today, but I forgot to grab them when I was at home, and there's just no time to go back and get them. It doesn't really matter though, because I don't have time to work on it today because I have to go to work. So this is where I'm gonna cut the video off for today. I'm gonna put my hand in front of the camera and it's gonna be the next day. So it's been another week since I've recorded anything or worked on my car or anything, so I guess we'll get into it. I was supposed to put this lower control arm in, but the bolt that connects to the subframe, like on the other side, the diff was in the way, so I got it loose but I couldn't take it out. And this was the exact opposite, where I couldn't get it loose. Like no matter what I tried, we were just going to use this one and adjust it to whatever because it doesn't really matter. But when we went to go do that, the lock nut that was over here was stuck, and we spent like an entire day trying to loosen it, heating it up, having me stand on a wrench, tried everything, so we ended up just cutting it off. So that took up most of last weekend, and then also when we went to paint the car. They sold me, it was good paint, but it wasn't like the right stuff, so it was just a big waste of money and time. And I got new stuff. It's over there. It's already painted. I was gonna do like a paint reveal video, which I probably still will do, the paint reveal, because I painted all the panels and stuff, but not the actual like car. Which is another reason why the car's been sitting up here on jack stands for the past 2 weeks, because it doesn't have like any front or, yeah. And I do really hate making these jumpy videos, but with cars, nothing ever goes how it's supposed to, and lots of setbacks, and it just sucks. So let's get into these camber plates then and start installing them. And this is what I was talking about me being able to get a little lower. So we'll see. Also, this is the setting that I'm going to be running on mine. There's the back and the front, and then I'll show you when it's done how I adjust these. First, let's address this and that. Can't show you yet. My normal one fell out when I was driving, and I'm really pissed because that was a brand new one that I got, because this one is junk because of the glue and stuff, but that one's just sitting in there for me recording this right now. This finally got the car running, and within like 2 hours I'm driving and the grill pops out and I run it over. So that sucks. Already ordered a new one, but like, front's pretty good. I can definitely roll this fender a little, but I mean, like, I can't even fit my finger in there. The back, still gonna fix that Bondo spot because it cracked when I got my fenders rolled. I got my fenders rolled, but the guy didn't do a very good job, so I went and I took an angle grinder and I grinded it, so now it's like flush and goes completely down. So I'll see if I can show you that. I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, right there. So that's pretty flush. I have okay, so for spacers, I have 25mm in the back, because when I had the 30 on, before I cut the lip, it had like ugly amounts of camber, and like the fitment wasn't even that good because it had the lip, and the lip was pretty big. So I'm actually going to try throwing them on and see how that looks, but I think the amount of camber is perfect in the rear. I don't know, video does not do it justice, like how nice it actually looks. The front, I have 30mm. I can still turn lock to lock, but it actually does rub a tiny bit, so I'm probably just going to add a tiny bit more camber and raise it up, like raise the collar up just like one twist, just to get a tiny bit higher, because it doesn't really rub. I do feel a binding in the steering a little. I don't know if that's the tire like hitting and rubbing like on the fender, because like it clears it the whole way aside from when the tires are just starting to turn. That's the only time like it gets like really close. But I mean, so I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna hopefully get the car aligned at some point this week or next week. And then this side, the fitment isn't very good because I didn't get an OEM Fender. I cheaped out. This Fender is just like a $50 one that I got. It's not even made by BMW or anything. I don't know who makes it. But if you look at this side, video doesn't really do it. But like if you look at there, and then you come over here, it's like, it sticks out a little bit. Just enough so where if you're stance boy, you're not gonna be flush on both sides. But for like a normal person, you'd never be able to tell. The paint turned out pretty good. I mean, there's a little bit of tiger striping there, but honestly, the sun isn't beating down on it, so you don't get like the full effect. But it's such a good color that I'm actually, like, it doesn't match quite perfectly. Maybe if I buff it and wax it, it might like bring it out. But honestly, I'm just gonna paint the entire car this color. I'm gonna rent out a paint booth, and like, the sun isn't directly beating down on it, so you don't get to like see how like good that actually looks. Video will just never do it justice. But we have like the mirrors and then the rocker panels, and the car's just gonna, the color just looks so good, guys. Like, I'm sorry if I'm talking really fast. I'm just excited, and the car just looks so good. Like, thumbnail or Instagram. Yeah. I also haven't done an exhaust clip. Okay, for my exhaust, for those of you who haven't watched all my videos, it has $100 eBay headers, and then a resonator delete, cat delete, secondary muffler delete, and then I put I have a MagnaFlow muffler on it, so it's fully straight piped through a MagnaFlow, and it sounds so good. So I'm gonna get you guys some sound clips. I also think I have exhaust leaks because when I drive, I hear like a whooshing sound, kinda like underneath me, and like I feel like I'm gonna pass out when I drive. But dude, look at how stupid low that is. Like, I got like some plastic, like, let's go on the other side. Oh, that's grass. There's like grass. Oh yeah, I drove through some grass. Like, look at how low that is. I got my exhaust hangers, if you look right there. Those are hangers for my exhaust. Those are what scrape, so I'm gonna see what I can do about that. But the place that did my exhaust, not the guy that like actually did my exhaust, but the place that did my headers and then my clutch, and then kind of got fucked over a little. But I mean, it is what it is. It happens when you go to a shop. They didn't do a very good job. They didn't like weld it, but I mean, I don't blame them because that probably would have costed even more. But it's whatever. I work at a shop, so I have access to all these tools and resources and help and a lift, and turboing the car is going to be a lot easier now because of that, and basically just everything in general. So probably gonna be doing videos there because I don't have like much free time at all because I work 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. like I probably said earlier in this video or something, or I don't know. That's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and remember, bros, keep moving further.